of your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right? Africa unite, I stop from fight. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right? Africa unite, I stop from fight. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right? Listen, Africa is my responsibility to see my people living up in love and unity. Marcus Garvey said this is the words of prophecy. Black people full of love, so there's a possibility. Amongst Africans we don't want no brutality. So the killing what I want South Africa have to flee. Build more schools like down the jail facilities. I set me royal African free. Alright then, boom. Africa unite, I stop from fight. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right? Africa unite, I stop from fight. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right?
You know, when this is okay, things can work.
Inspiration, you know?
Things can work and, you know, work better than anywhere where you go. So as long as you're not talk about something like this, and it happen, you need to come be a part of the happening. So that we have more food we can steer the ship. You know how much time me don't have. I know me just have this bird tree over here. And you know how much time me plant and them chop it up. And then you come and say, oh, sorry. Me don't have light tree over here. Then chop it up. Because they don't know. And then just move small and come back and chop it up. So we need more of it. If you really run the show, run through the show. Because them have to them show where them run. They hold it for funeral and, you know, all them things. And the funeral, too much. So we need food show for run. Because some people think they're going on the night. Because too much funeral, them a keep. You know, so they need to set up things like them where everybody can live comfort.
Yes, Empress, blessed love. Good evening.
Oh, let me put
these here. Make some tea.
So these are some of your creations here at Jamaica Village, Empress.
Yes, sir.
it.
These are yatis. These are yours. These are the mixed ones. Okay, and these are the spicy bean and the mixed veg for the eye.
Okay, give thanks.
How's the vibes here since you know I've been in Ghana?
Man, first of all, I have to make the audience know so you catch me by surprise, you know. I just come to identify the item party and to say, I disagree, you know. First, I must tell you, whenever I wear this dress, it means I don't work. Today is not my working day, so this is my dress that anybody see me in this dress knows so me no no work, me hand them no nothing too much unless necessary. Okay, so today it's actually a personal history for me. I started Jamaica Sinting approximately 5 years ago. Actually, April of this year will be the anniversary, 5th anniversary of Jamaica Sinting. And this is the first end of month that I have not done my last month buffet. I've been doing this every single solitary Sunday. Rain, shine, whether you come, whether you not come in there, me yard. So I've always felt like me can't stop. If me stop, me I go lose my momentum. But this year told me something different. And so I said, I'm not starting in January, I'm starting in February. So normally you would actually be attending my buffet had you come any other month. Yes. But I just said the spirit had given me some different idea to make some changes, and so I just need this space to be able to let the idea come fully. Yeah.
And with the buffet and every end of the last Sunday
Originally when I started it was the last Saturday and Sunday, until eventually it was really no longer profitable for the time that I'm putting in for the 2 days and what I'm getting back monetarily. So I decided to just go to one every last Sunday, and then I do every Saturday. So I have what I call every Saturday Sinti. Yeah.
And the item is far out of the city. The item is we're actually up in the hills right now, in the mountains.
Yes.
Who support the eye? What is the support base like?
All right, before I answer that, I don't want you to say me far from nowhere, That is the first thing. Me don't know where me far from. Me just stay in my place.
Yeah.
Because when we were even getting this place coming from Jamaica, them say, why you want to go so far? Me say, far from who or what? We leave Jamaica already, so what is there? Yes, so it's a nice hour and a half ride from the city. Them working on the road. First it was good road, but now there's a little thing, but it was soon set up. So your question astray a little bit.
What is your support base?
My support base, right. Okay, actually most of my people come from across still, Majority. I have a good amount on the mountain as well, Samania. Because there is a community and people are becoming more and more aware. When I started, it was more of, Caribbean and the diasporan community that used to come. And then eventually, Ghanaians would come around, and then they're curious because, food without meat is not quite the norm for them, And so I remember having one particular Nigerian customer. He came like 2 Sundays, but he only had pastry and juice. And by the 3rd one, he took a meal. And he said, it didn't taste bad, but I'm not used to it. Then he came the following month, and he called me and said, I've eaten everything. And I said, good, give thanks. And he continued for more than a year. He was my customer. He would always come and he would bring local people with him, So I am here really, my interest is always in the non-meat, in non-plant-based eating community, because you're naturally going to have those. So I try to prepare my food in a way that even those who declare themselves meat lovers can still eat it and say, yeah man, it's normal according to them, Yes, so that's, so I get in a mixture right now, to be honest, and with all these YouTube things, people come from wherever I'm coming from with it and them itinerary as well. And I'm getting support like from tour groups and stuff like that. But I must add that my great drawback, is the fact that I am the head cook and bottle washer. I'm not working with people who know and understand really what I am doing. So apart from helping me with prepping and stuff like that, a lot of the physical work end up on my table. Okay. And therefore I am not able to operate at the level that I can or should be able to, because of that lack of support on a daily basis, because I'm flesh and blood. you know, and sometimes it get tired. I mean, more than flesh and blood, but, you know, yes, so I'm not, so people are of the impression that it's a restaurant that opens daily. Please, people, don't show up and get disappointed. Then you say, I went to Jamaica Village and we did hungry, and when we reached there, nothing no did they
But what about your snacks? You have some snacks
I do.
usually readily
but
available.
Yes, if they have the time to wait, I usually try to keep patties around at least. And there is always juice and there are snacks. And I am actually working on developing. I just did my first test batch. Things like granola that you can eat on spot, you know,
Okay.
so that there are things at least that, you know, some more edibles around. But in terms of cooked food, unless you call me ahead of time, at least 24 hours. And say, I'm coming with a group, you know, or X amount of people, what can you do for us for lunch or something like that? That's fine. But, you know, just showing up, people coming, taking people out. Oh, my wife and I are going to dinner, and then they show up and I'm here in the middle of, you know, and I might not have the time and whatever it takes to prepare it. So that's very important for the audience to know that and understand that, because you know, people have felt that. It happened before. I mean, I really want it to happen again. Them get the wrong impression. It's not daily. Every Saturday, you can show up. Well, last Sunday is what I've been doing, but I think there are going to be a little bit of changes this year that I'm working on. It mightn't be exactly that way, but there will always be something happening at Jamaica Village. There will always be something happening. And as a matter of fact, I haven't shared the idea yet. This one big. Forgive me for not saying it before. But this February, marking Black History, my idea is actually to have other ones who are doing something in Ghana, whether they're doing similar food to me or craft, or they have singing talent or whatever, speakers, for us to come together at the last Sunday of this month. So it's not only my food alone that will be showcased. So we'll be mutually benefiting all of us. So we just show, obviously that won't be everybody. And my mind is actually thinking about people who may do jerk or so, but I don't think we're set up for anything like that. So I'm really inviting a few people who are doing plant-based business, and like I said, any craft or however it is they're surviving in Ghana as diasporian.
And the video people them
That
no camera look crafty and stuff.
So Empress, that would be like a last
26th of February.
Oh, okay,
So yeah,
okay.
this is really creating our history now, you understand, because we return and we are here doing something to survive. So 2023 Black History Month, Sinting, this is one we're going to call All Are We Sinting, and this is oneness and togetherness. That's how we're going to push off 2023.
So is it gonna be an annual event or?
I definitely think it will be,
Okay.
at least.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes,
sounds great. It sounds
Yes,
good.
so that was the idea that, you know, came forward into my thoughts, and I said, this is what I'm going to do, because also it will give me personally more time to do a lot more things that I want to do. I don't want to be caught up too much with the cooking. I'm far more than that. I like to manufacture products.
More diversified.
Yes, so I want to be able to put more things, you know, and the end of month I find limiting me to where I really want to go. So this end of month, other people will be here providing food, so it just won't be my thing. My thing is going to be always be there, of course, but other people, because I don't think it's a competition. Some people might say, hey, but, you know, I watched a Bob Marley interview some years ago, many years ago, and they asked him about what if people sing your song, and him say, sing I song. It can't be I song. It's their song.
Yeah.
And at the time, maybe it sound like foolishness. You get me? But when you look, yeah. So it coming from the eyes. So there is no competition.
True. One eye.
One. Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Rastafari.
No want no Nephilim around the party. No Nephilim.
No Nephilim family. No fallen angel around here. Only real angel. True.
Yeah, man. So.
Do I plan to expand and probably have, something in the city, knowing that the city is probably a little bit more faster and, it have more tourist people coming there?
Why, to be honest with you, maybe I'm going to sound like I don't have ambition, but I really don't. I really don't. Because this is really very personal to I. It's, Chronic say we do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. You get me? Yes. So it's not that I don't have need for money, but I don't want to give up my health to chase give up my health to chase money, because I wouldn't even call it wealth.
True.
You understand? So, no, I am not at that stage. If my children want to come and do something like that, that's for them. But as for me, this is me right here, right now. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Well, that is a thing I think the world need, especially as black people and in the so-called diaspora. Because what we've been through for so long is good. It's a healing, being amongst the nature and the vegetation, and even just the transitioning with the local people. It gives a sort of buffer room of comfort, not just for I and I, but for them as well. Where, we take the right time to get to know each other and everybody comfortable.
That's it.
So I wouldn't want to give that up for the so-called city life.
No, definitely not. Definitely, that's not
True.
That's not a part of my vision at the moment. It would have to be somebody else who, we obviously have an arrangement with, like I said, the children. If they want to move to the city and say, boy, we want to do something, fine, that's okay. But as for me, no, at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important to maintain where I am and, the environment. It's an experience, really.
True.
It's not just a grab and go. It's a whole experience that we're giving to you, because our tagline is a little piece of the island in the continent.
In the continent,
yes,
yeah,
so
man.
we have to hold true to that. So it's not, it's not reflecting the entire island, but it is representing a little piece, our little piece that we know and what we take with us and what we want to share with others. And it is very encouraging when ones come in and, like we may take them out to the farm and them see red plum or cherry or tamarind, like them become pick-me again.
All your childhood favorites.
Yes, because enough of them living in the West where them not even get a chance from them left to sit and them the tree there again,
True.
So it is, like I said, the full experience. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So that is Jamaica Village, the place to be.
Jamaica Village, be here February 26th, celebrating our history in Ghana. All of us who have made the sacrifice to be here, to inspire others, and to be the beacon, to bring I and I children home.
One love.
Yes, I.
Blessed. Rastafari every time.
Africa unite. I stop from far. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't say that is not right. Africa unite. I stop from far. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right? Listen, get to youth, you need to know Emmanuel. The black Christ of salvation up as I need well. Heads of government, the people them a go rebel to the system where you create of us living in hell. Time a go come, you cannot buy nor sell. Babylon is falling, now the time can tell. Africa unite, come make we break them spell. Bless us, just us Emmanuel. Yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey. Africa unite. I stop from far.
Black Star Movement,
You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you
2020.
know say that is not right? Africa unite. I stop from far. You're killing off your brothers and your sisters. Don't you know say that is not right?
Voila. Off a cliff. That's it. Beautiful scenery, you know? Whole lot of things. Giving thanks for life. Blessings.